Have you ever noticed how powerful silence can be? Not the kind of silence that comes from avoiding someone, but the silence that comes when you've simply stopped giving your energy to the wrong person. It's fascinating, almost magnetic, how people react when they suddenly realize they don't have the grip on you that they thought they did. And when a woman realizes that you've lost interest, that your attention no longer revolves around her, something very unique happens. Because your interest is value, it's energy. And when you pull that energy back, the entire dynamic shifts in ways that will surprise you. Now think about this for a moment. Human beings, all of us, are wired to desire what we can't easily have. That's not manipulation, that's psychology. When you were available every second, when you were chasing, texting, calling, pouring effort into making her feel validated, she got comfortable. She believed she knew the ending of the story before it even unfolded. But the moment you step back, the moment you decide you will no longer overextend yourself for someone who doesn't equally value your presence, something clicks in her mind. She starts to see what she's losing. She starts to replay the moments you were there, the way you cared, the way your attention made her feel important. And suddenly, it's not so boring anymore. Suddenly, your absence speaks louder than your words ever could. You see, women are intuitive. They notice things. They feel shifts in energy long before it's spoken aloud. When you begin to withdraw your interest, she feels it instantly. Maybe you don't answer the same way. Maybe your energy is more focused on your goals, your work, your personal growth. Maybe you're no longer making her the center of your world, and that makes her stop. It makes her wonder. It makes her look at you different. And here's the beautiful part. This is where your strength is tested. Because she might test you. She might chase back for your attention. She might act like she doesn't care. But deep down she does. Because people always value most the thing they feel slipping away. Now let's be real. This isn't about playing games. This isn't about pretending you don't care when you do. It's about truly recognizing your worth. When you realize your attention is a gift, when you understand that your time, your focus, your presence are valuable, you stop giving them out carelessly. And that's when everything changes. A woman reacts strongly when she realizes you lost interest, not because of ego alone, but because she's confronted with a truth she didn't want to face. She no longer holds the same power over you, and that realization shifts the balance. Imagine a man who knows his purpose, who wakes up every day with fire in his heart, to build, to grow, to create, to succeed. He's not sitting around waiting for a text back. He's not begging for validation. He's not desperate for attention. Instead, he is moving forward with his life. That man becomes magnetic. That man draws people in naturally. And when a woman sees that man starting to move without her, starting to shine in his own lane, starting to realize he doesn't need her approval to be great, it stirs something inside of her. She begins to rethink. She starts asking herself, why isn't he chasing me anymore? Did I do something wrong? What is he focused on that's more important than me? And the more those questions pile up, the more the realization grows. She's not in control anymore. And isn't that the point? Too often, men give away control of their emotions. Too often they allow their happiness to depend on whether she calls back, whether she validates them, whether she stays interested. But the true strength, the true power, comes when you no longer base your self-worth on someone else's attention. That's when you flip the script. That's when you create an energy so unshakable that people can feel it. And when a woman feels that shift, her reaction is inevitable. Sometimes she'll chase, sometimes she'll try to win you back, suddenly becoming the one sending more texts, making more effort, trying to remind you of what you used to have. Sometimes she'll get defensive, maybe even act like she doesn't care, because pride is powerful and admitting that she feels your absence is difficult. But make no mistake, she feels, even if she doesn't say it, even if she pretends otherwise. The silence, The space you've created forces her to confront the reality that you're not where you used to be, and that reality is uncomfortable. Now here's where you need to listen close. Losing interest doesn't mean you stop respecting her. It doesn't mean you turn bitter or angry. It means you recognize what truly deserves your energy. It means you focus on becoming the best version of yourself. It means you grow so much in your own lane that whether she reacts with curiosity, regret, or silence, you keep moving forward, because at the end of the day, this isn't about how she reacts. It's about how you evolve. Think about the greatest people in history, the leaders, the innovators, the builders. They didn't stop moving because someone stopped paying attention to them. They didn't pause their purpose to chase approval. They stayed committed to their path, and in that commitment, they gained respect, admiration, and often the very attention they no longer sought. That's the lesson. When she realizes you lost interest, when she reacts in whatever way she chooses, your only responsibility is to keep going, because you didn't lose interest out of spite. You lost interest out of growth. You simply outgrew the need to beg for what should have been freely given. And here's the secret most people won't tell you. The moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop overgiving, the moment you reclaim your focus, that's the moment she sees you clearly. Before, your attention was taken for granted. Now your absence highlights your value. Before, your energy was constant and predictable. Now your independence creates mystery, challenge, intrigue. And whether she admits it or not, whether she comes back or stays gone, the impact is real. So let me leave you with this thought. Don't fear the reaction. Don't fear her realizing you've moved on, that you're no longer giving what you once gave. Embrace it, because that reaction, whatever form it takes, is proof that you've taken your power back. It's proof that you've chosen self-respect over desperation. It's proof that you're walking the path of someone who knows his worth. And the truth is, nothing is more attractive, nothing is more powerful than a man who knows where he's going and doesn't need anyone's approval to get there. So if you're listening to this right now, let it sink in. Your interest is a gift. Your time is precious. Your energy is gold. Don't give it away to someone who doesn't value it. And when she realizes you've lost interest, when she reacts, stand firm, because her reaction is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter, where you write the narrative, where you choose the direction, where you decide who gets access to your world. And when you live like that, when you carry yourself with that strength, you don't chase, you attract. You don't beg, you choose. And you don't lose anything, because the greatest investment you can ever make will always be in yourself.